the halftimes generally of the early games and the primetime games in the NFL, or games that are on off days or whatever the case may be. But today, because we do have 6 in the late spot of the 4:00 Eastern time games, I will be going live at halftime of those as well. But thanks to everyone that joins me for these. We just have one game at the half so far, and that is the Bengals and the Cowboys. It's been all Cowboys, but the Bengals getting on the board right before the half. So we'll have to take a look at this and see where we land. Cowboys are plus a half for the second half. I like them there. I think that they've dominated this game against the Bengals. So we've seen a few teams just botch, just play as bad as they can play. One is the Jaguars, who have blown some chances, and really the worst today has been the Giants, who have just turned the ball over. And, despite defense stuffing the Cardinals in the red zone a few times, you keep turning the ball over there, you're not going to win. So that's what's going to happen. There's a ball deep pass, and they're calling it a catch, it looks like. So I'd be surprised if they don't review this. And they are. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hello? So far, just one game is at the half. That's all we have. So we're going to play the Cowboys in that one. What's up, everyone? Be sure to smash the like button. I think you got no chance of that happening in that one. I would be surprised if you hit any of those 3, to be honest with you. I think they help the most on Pick Dogs right now, because that's been our main YouTube site. Florida State, Mackenzie Milton. Ouch. Is that fake news or is that real news? It's you. It's absolutely you. And Chiefs do not get in there. First and goal, 42 seconds left. So far, just the one halftime line. Cowboys and Bengals. We like the Cowboys plus the half a point. I think we can go money line here, plus 120. I think is the better bet. Yeah, it's crystal clear. I mean, if you watch the YouTube replays or Facebook, it's crystal clear. At least it should be. Anyways, we're just waiting for more games to go to the half. Just some observations. The Giants, cannot afford to play that kind of sloppy football. Touchdown Chiefs here right before the half against Miami. Miami missed a field goal before, and that really cost them. So the Giants have held the Cardinals again. They can't play much worse than this, and we'll have to see what that second half line is. The Jaguars have been a good second half team too, so we want to see what that line is. The Titans getting a touchdown in the last minute. Those last minute of the half touchdowns are really, really, those are the brutal ones. Nick Saban says those count as like 10 points. But instead of the Cardinals getting another field goal here against the Giants, at the very least, they punt, and they end up punting, and the Giants get a touchback with 2 minutes left to go. So big difference there. Meanwhile, the Titans get the ball back against Jacksonville, but just 9 seconds left. It looks like Denver and Carolina ready to go to the half as well. Yeah, Pick Dogs is our main YouTube channel for sure. Sports Chat is our main website, and Pick Dogs is our main YouTube channel. Just the way that it worked out. Wasn't planned that way. It's definitely the much larger channel, has a lot more content, a lot more subscribers. A lot more volume of people watching it. So the Broncos and Panthers have gone to the half. The Broncos have played well in this game, 13-7. It's the type of game that we thought we were going to see. We'll see if the Giants can get anything on the board, but it has been a half to forget for the Giants for sure. So sacked. Meanwhile, it's been all Bears against the Texans, a pick that we all liked on the morning show. I believe we all were on the Bears in that game. And Titans and Jags set to go to the half now. Titans, did someone call a timeout with 1 second left in the half? Sure looks like it. Tua getting a nice completion down the field. The Dolphins have played well in this game against the Chiefs. They've got to Mahomes a few times and they've intercepted him twice, but they still trail, and that's not a good sign. The one interception that just led to that Chiefs touchdown, really, it hit the Dolphins receiver in the chest, and the ball bounced up, and the Chiefs got the interception. Everyone was on the Bears. Ruffalo took the over. So the Titans line up and kick the field goal right before the half to make it 17-3. Gostkowski kicks it. Wow, he actually made one. That's rare. You know I'm on the Jaguars when that guy's making field goals. Tua's got that lefty, that he throws left-handed, so it makes it look a little awkward, right? When he throws, it's kind of like you think that he's going to be caught, but actually he has a whole lot of room over there, on the left side. It's just a little different than what you see from a lot of the other quarterbacks. Of course, Mahomes had that sack. It was 30 yards where he got sacked. It was the longest sack of the season. Yep, Miami moving the ball down the field. Miami's been good. The turnover is what's hurt them. Tom Brady throwing one deep into the end zone here at the end of the half. It looked like offensive pass interference all the way. They did not call it, but Gronkowski had the defensive back in a bear hug. It'll be interesting to see what this flag is. So far, just the two games have lines in it. They called... What? They called it on the defense. That's crazy. I mean, Gronkowski has the defensive back by the face mask. I don't know. You tell me. So far, just two halftime lines are out there. Another big catch by the Bears, who are just running it up here on the Texans. And the Dolphins and Chiefs go to the half. And the Bears continue to move down the field. The Bucs lining up for a field goal for the end of the half. Basically a gift from the referees right there. Free 3 points. See if we can get some parlays maybe for the second half. Pretty ridiculous. When the refs take over a game like that, give teams points, it makes it kind of not fun. West Virginia blowing out Richmond. Absolutely blowing them out of the building. 70-46 in hoops. Not a game that I love, that's for sure. Michigan State allowing 91 against Oakland. Not a good sign for them. And that Michigan-Penn State, very low scoring, as we expected. So I think the way the NFL has gone this season, we just got to look for the teams that haven't played that well in the first half and figure that they're going to play well in the second half. So the Cowboys and Bengals are back on the field. So the Jaguars are +3 against the Titans, +155 on the money line. And I like them there. I like the +155 on the money line. And I'm going to go there with the Jaguars. And I'm going to take the Dolphins at +180 on the money line against the Chiefs, and I'm going to parlay those up for the second half. So $100 pays $614 on that one. So that's what I'm going to take. Miami on the money line, Jaguars on the money line for second half. $100 pays $614 on that parlay. No, it's not for the game. It's just for the second half. It's 0-0. The second half starts 0-0. This is the way halftime betting is done. Okay. This makes me like them more. When somebody says stuff like that, it makes me like them more. What are you talking about? I don't understand the comments here. They're like Houston second half. Well, we did see the Bears fold last week against the Lions, and then we've also seen Houston be a very good second half team. So depending on what the line is, we'll have to take a look. Maybe he was. I like the Cowboys today. And the Cardinals have missed the field goal to end the half, so it's just 13-0 in that one. I could see. So some of the teams that did not play well in the first half that can't play much worse is the Giants. They're arguing if this field goal is good or not, is the argument in the Cardinals-Giants game. Let's see a replay here. Cliff Kingsbury, there's a flag. This could be against Kingsbury. I'll tell you who's done is Dave Cerna. The parlay was Jaguars money line with the Dolphins money line. It's for the second half. They've put 4 seconds left on the clock in this Cardinals-Giants game. I don't think so. This is really a ridiculous request because the lines come in at different times. So it's not something that you would do. It's not like you have all the lines in front of you and say, I like this the best, the second one. You kind of just do them as they go. It's impossible. And I wouldn't rate them anyway for you, to be honest. Not how we do things. Either we bet them or we don't. So it's a false start is what they said against the Cardinals. So they're out of field goal range and they're just going to throw one into the end zone instead. We're just waiting for a few more games to go to the half so we have something to work with. And Arizona goes for a run. And they get nowhere. The Cowboys game has already started for the second half, so we can't bet that one again, but we liked them. There's no line on Houston for the second half yet because they have not gone to halftime, so we don't know. I think we have a new crowd here for halftimes. Don't understand what halftime betting means. I guess. It's the only thing I can guess. Looks like the Vikings +2.5 against Tampa Bay here for the second half. Denver +3 against the Panthers. And the Cowboys score right out of the gate against the Bengals, get a field goal. Just waiting for maybe some more halftime lines. Of course, few games that haven't gone to the half yet. Well, just one. So just Houston and Chicago, the only game waiting to go to the half. But we don't have a line on the Giants yet. But more than likely, there'll be a bet on the Giants. Yeah, it is. I'm with you on this one. It's a different crowd. It's kind of the crowd that I see, that goes to some of the other shows, and kind of like our crowd. The thing about our crowd is it's like maybe some of the other shows have more likes and more, whatever. But our show is like a real hardcore betting crowd, so it's like it's always been easy for me. I struggle well with the patience part. I mean, most people know that about me. So I don't apologize for it, but I'm just letting you guys know that. Some of us work. I don't know what that means. I work too. You think those videos happen by magic? I'm not really sure I understand that. 2.5 now for the second half against the Bucs. I really like them. I really like the Giants -0.5 at plus 105 a lot against the Cardinals as well. I think we wait here, though, for the Texans. See if we can parlay them in as the Bears score another touchdown. 30-7, Chicago. Well, it's 29-7 pending the extra point. And the Bears just really roughing it up. So far for the second half, I like the Jaguars. I like the Giants a lot. I like the Broncos a little bit. I like the Vikings and the Dolphins of the games right now. We already took the Cowboys. Yeah, anyone that thinks this is not working or that this is easy, give it a shot sometime. Give it a try and see how many YouTube people you can get following you. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I know we have a different audience, and I understand that. There's like some guys that do like comedy shows. There's some, and we try and be a little, we just try and be ourselves and be honest about things. But there's also there's some other shows where it's just it's phony baloney. It's like the people talking are just so full of crap. You can just I know all those guys, right? So it's like they're just so full of crap. It's like, why bother? It's like everyone knows. So Denver, Carolina here going to the second half. They're ready to kick off in Denver, or in Carolina. We like Denver there in the second half, plus the 3. I would sprinkle a little bit on the money line at plus 175 as well. Well, I think that I think there will be more videos out there, more people doing videos. Whatever I do, people copy. So I'm not really, who was doing daily live shows now? Everyone's doing daily live. It's like shout out to Jennifer Smith, Jason Guthrie's girlfriend. She's a big fan of the show. Aloha. Denver, they are a JV team, but they're winning this one against Carolina. Carolina has the ball there. Just waiting on this Houston line. I actually want to parlay them up with the Giants. The Giants has now gone to a pick'em at plus 110. Instead of the -0.5, I don't think it would have mattered. And now Houston has gone to the half, so we'll be able to get a line on this one. I do like Jacksonville, though, still. That one's gone to plus 165. The Dolphins are plus 185 on the money line for the second half. Plus 3.5, though, I think is money. What we've seen in these NFL games is usually they Gus Malzahn fired from Auburn. Wow. 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 He's not going to have a problem finding a job. He has the winningest record against Nick Saban. Let's see what the line is for this Texans Bears. All right, Texans are minus 3.5 for the second half. I love it. Going to parlay it up with the Giants, or a pick 'em for the second half at plus 105. Love it. Going to parlay those two together, and I think that's money right there. $100 pays $310. So not the biggest payer in the world, but I like the Texans minus 3.5 a ton. Yeah, Auburn's going to lose some recruits for sure, and probably with the transfer portal, they'll probably have players transferring out as well. Michigan just went on a run against Penn State, now 30-19. They had it down 24-19. Now 30-19. And Jacksonville and the Titans resumed play, and the Titans right out of the gate, 15-yard completion. I don't know. I think the Jags, I think I'm getting 7.5 in that thing, so just touchdown out. Doesn't take much when you're getting more than a touchdown. Might only be getting 7 there. I'll have to look. Pretty sure I'm getting 7.5 though in that one. I'm getting 7.5 with the Dolphins and 7.5 with the Jags. So I just need a touchdown. The Dolphins have kicked off against the Chiefs. The Bucs ready to kick off against Minnesota. So that's going to wrap up our halftime show. The Texans line, I still have it at minus 3.5. I like it there. I like the Giants a lot. Pick them at plus 110. Those are the two strongest plays of the ones out there. The Vikings, Bucs, not a game I had an interest in to begin with. So thanks, everyone, for joining me. I'll be back for the late halftime shows, probably about halfway through the first halftime that they go to. I just don't want to go too long. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you guys in a few hours.